Yeah, big shot. And good deal on that down there. Pushing, tossing it out. Yeah, great job. We're going to win this game. I saw you in film yesterday. We're going to win game 1, right? Indiana head coach Frank Vogel congratulating Paul George for that plus 29-foot three-point shot. Well, you got to inject some life into a young team. Remember, Jan Mahinmi was the only one with Eastern Conference Finals experience. Kind of new to all these guys. Of sorts. He was on the court for a very short time with Dallas. I told you in film yesterday we were going to win game 1. Still got 5 minutes to go, but got to love Frank Vogel's confidence. 5-minute overtime period. You saw those stats regarding overtimes played by Miami and Indiana. Patio short on a 3. Overtimes is such random statistics when you look back at the regular season. The good teams lose their share, bad teams win their share. Here's West, and he'll head to the line. The foul committed by Patio. It was a great play from Paul George. He recognized Miami defense was a little scattered. Push the ball up the floor and just get it to West. That's your best way to do it, because in the half-court defense, Miami just too quick. Patio called for a step, and the crowd reacts as the Birdman, Chris Anderson, walks over to the scorer's table. It's been quite a night for Anderson. 17 minutes, he's hit all 7 of his shots. He has 14 points, 4 rebounds. And you see the foul trouble now with Patio picking up numbers 5-4 apiece on James Wade and Cole for the Pacers, 4 on Stevenson, Hibbert, and West. So Steve, now the Heat have gone back to that big lineup, bringing in Chris Anderson to go alongside Chris Rock as David West missing both free throws. And they think they're checking with each other. Tony Brothers have the better look, and he says last touch. And they will look at it and replay across the final 2 minutes of the fourth quarter and overtime. You can check on the balls that are deflected. Looks to me like it was also Paul George as he steps in here and knocks the ball. Tough to tell. Yeah, it's hard from that angle right there. You don't know if Chris Anderson had a hand on it along with Paul George. But if it's not definitive, it will stay with Miami. And Reggie, you mentioned Chris Anderson coming into the game now with the big lineup. Here's a better look. That looks like it goes off of Paul George from that angle. But with Anderson on the floor, it changes the look for Miami. Less three-point shooting, but remember, every time LeBron has penetrated, particularly when he's gotten to his right hand, Anderson's been on that backside to finish as an outlet for LeBron as a passer. So that's the offense changes a little bit. Indiana has to recognize that and try to keep LeBron out of the paint and cover up on the Birdman. Yeah, you're Vogel and you are Paul George. 43 minutes from that big 3 to send this game to overtime. But you're guarding LeBron James, and you talked about his penetration. You're wondering if this is taking a toll on the 23-year-old, him getting fatigued out here as we are in overtime right now. And free throws have certainly played a role in this one. Both teams missing their share. Pacers 18 for 26. Miami missed 9 shots, 13 to 22. And David West is missing both of those shots, 2 for 6 at the line in the fourth quarter. And overtime as well as he has played. 11 of 15, 26 points. It is ruled last touch by Indiana.
tough call, though. And normally, Hibbert would get away with that. He didn't swipe down with his arm. Didn't appear to be much contact. But Anderson gets the benefit of the doubt.
68% free throw shooter during the regular season. Not a player who goes to the line frequently. He is perfection at the offensive end. 7 of 7 from the field, now 1 for 1 at the line. He's equaled his career playoff high with 15.
And that doesn't even tell the whole story. The defense, the hustle. He's been really the player of the game after LeBron.
Yeah. Tied at 94. Anderson jumping out of George as they double team. Hibbert takes inside and scores.
He's really worked hard at that left hand. And that's a tough play to make for a big guy. Catching off a pick and roll and then turning and making a play. Well done by Hibbert.
19.5 rebounds for Hibbert. 3 minutes to go in overtime. Pacers up by 2. James trying to make the turn. Played very well by George. Wade now met by George on a switch and knocks it aside. What a play by Paul George. They dive for it. It's a 24-second violation.
What a defensive effort there by Paul George to swipe the ball out of the hands of Dwayne Wade. But the smart thing George Hill didn't do, he never got possession of the basketball, which was good to reset the 24-second clock. Here's the deflection by George. And George Hill did the right thing, really not coming up with the possession right there, which allowed the shot clock to expire. Tried to call the timeout. He was very fortunate there.
2 minutes, 40 seconds remaining in overtime. George with the step. Finds West.
Man.
And here comes Wade. The game is tied at 96.
The 4-point swing right there. David West probably got his most clean look at the basket. Just a little skipping 9-footer. Kind of shorted it.
George tripped up. It counts in the foul. Paul George will head to the line looking for a three-point play, and that is number 5 on LeBron James.
I'll tell you what, Reggie, Paul George has got the best of LeBron James in the last few minutes of regulation and overtime. He's been spectacular at both ends of the floor, and he's been driving around LeBron, getting into the paint. Remember, he had 2 points at halftime. Yeah. We talked about him inserting himself into this game. Well, he certainly has.
So George with a three-point play the conventional way to give the Pacers a 99-96 lead. Eric Spoelstra takes a timeout. 2 minutes and 5 seconds remaining in overtime. We'll be back to Miami